The army officials call Tommy, questioning how they weren't reported that people are living there. Tommy tells them he only said that there are no oil wells and workers there, not that no humans appear there. When they mention the accident, Tommy tells them it is better to ignore it and he will call someone to get that cleared out. He calls Jimmy, the local cartel leader who he is having a beef with lately, to clear the drugs and things out if he doesn't want a case to build up, because that would mean end of their business in the area. The two then decide to meet and sort things out between themselves. Angela and Ainsley make an appointment with a strip club for 11 a.m. in the morning to take all the oldies to live a little. Even the owner is stunned to understand the minds of these ladies. Tommy visits Monty, who got his third bypass and barely seems to be holding up. His weak condition is hard on the eyes of the people who love him, mainly Cammy and Tommy at the moment, because his daughters are nowhere to be seen. An old mate, Jones, has been advising him on investing more towards his family now rather than staying in business, so he can have them around him because they want to, not because they have to be there. Monty decides to step back and give Tommy the post of Vice President of Operations, but also hires Rebecca as new VP of Oil Exploration. Tommy isn't fond of the second idea, but Monty tells him to find a way to deal with it. Once Tommy comes out, he calls Angela to tell her he loves her because he feels like he doesn't express it enough. He then calls Ainsley too about the strip club program and just ends the call after that, feeling immensely disturbed seeing his friend in such a vulnerable state. Ariana comes back with all the groceries, which Cooper tries to help with, but his body hasn't healed enough to do so. Ariana inquires what he is working on, to which Cooper responds that their future. Ariana mocks him with 2 kisses, and he is thinking about their future, to which Cooper reminds her that it was 3 kisses, because the Manuel one mattered to him. Ariana starts a fight with him for taking things too fast, but Cooper reminds her that his plans didn't include getting his crew killed on the second day, falling at first sight for his dead friend's ex, and then feeling stronger in love with every passing moment. The bruises on his body are proof of how serious this is for him, so if Ariana doesn't think so, it doesn't mean he doesn't either. The 2 kiss, but once again get disturbed by the doorbell. Ariana shuts the door on the salesman and kisses Cooper again, this time ignoring her baby crying. Tommy comes home to Nate also being pissed that Rebecca is the new boss, but Tommy couldn't fight Monty in this state. Angela interrupts with another dose of fancy dinner prepared. Ainsley is upstairs with Ryder, convincing him to dry hump the elder ladies in the strip club the next day, while she will offer him something in return. Tommy intervenes, calling them down for dinner. Angela has prepared a Spanish dish where everyone eats from the same dish. Tommy doesn't plan on doing so. Angela once again walks away in anger, making Tommy follow her and console her that the kind of days he has, he can sit and enjoy her shenanigans but not actively participate in them. He saw his best friend almost on deathbed today. He wants to forget about the day by drifting his mind and not stressing over anything else. He once again tells Angela to enjoy her life and that they will appreciate her efforts, but they are not the kind of people to express and actively participate in it. Thankfully, Angela understands. Tommy also keeps trying to keep Ainsley and Ryder away from each other, but Angela tells him to rather let them take things to the room rather than outside in some wilderness. Ariana wakes up to an empty bed and walks out to see Cooper working. Asking what it is, Cooper tells her about the plan he has come up with to set his oil industry with an honest and better business plan. He plans on getting the leases from older Permian basins, which alone might not have much value, but cobbled up together can be sold at a good price. He then plans on using the means to aim towards Clear Fork Field, where there are a lot of old vertical and shallow wells. He's going to use this and even rework the wells to increase production till he can eventually drill in the Wolf Camp Shire, where there is valuable oil but requires expensive horizontal drilling. Next day, Angela has already left, but she has removed all the sugary and cereal stuff from the kitchen, leaving them fruit bowls to eat for breakfast. Poor men being forcefully babysat with Tommy, but cute how they are intimidated enough to end up doing what Angela wants. In the hospital, Monty's heart condition seems to be worsening to an alarming condition. Tommy receives a call where he sounds apologetic about something, leaving him in deep thoughts afterwards. On the other hand, Cooper dresses up decently and visits an older leaseholder, Hardin. He expresses his interest in buying the lease from him and offers 25% of the royalty to him when the man only asked for 20%. The man can judge he isn't a landman by his boots, so Cooper tells him he plans on building a business, not working for someone. He impresses the man, who agrees to deal with him over coffee.